Here's usually checking in. Today I want to talk about the Pokken Wii U tournament thoughts video that I've been planning, and oh dear. Okay, first things first, let's go over how this is a Nintendo exclusive. It's a Nintendo exclusive. Let's move on to the Nintendo image. Nintendo is known for having a niche audience that only buys Nintendo products, because hey, that's all that comes out on Nintendo. So if you're not a really big Nintendo product like Pokemon, Mario, Legend of Zelda, Metroid, that's dead, or Star Fox, or Zelda, even though I might have said that already, it's not really destined to sell well. But I guess Namco Bandai and the people who make Pokemon, Game Freak, were like, hey, let's do a fighting game. This could do really well. And even people who don't own Nintendo consoles are still Pokemon fans. And the FGC typically usually likes Pokemon, so they were like, hey, let's put this together. So I think that the people who are going to buy this are ultimately going to be the people who bought Bayonetta 2 and those who are ride or die Pokemon fans, and they might love fighting games. This might turn them into the genre, but this could also turn them off because fighting games are not for everybody, trust me. So if this game sells like Bayonetta 2, look at the sales figures. They speak for themselves. They're pretty awful. People were trying to get that to 1 million, if you remember that movement. I forget what it was called. I'll probably kick in later, but oh well. So the Tekken devs, who, like I said, are responsible for this game, Namco Bandai, are, well, doing this game. Now, it has a lot of potential, but let's face reality. This is coming out on a Nintendo console. If it was multiplat, it would sell well. Tekken is a powerful known series, which is responsible for bringing fighting enthusiasts like myself together. Even though I don't play Tekken, I play Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter X Tekken, Street Fighter is my main game, and stuff like that. So I feel like the fact that it's a Pokemon-inspired fighting game just has a lot to be banking on if this will do well, because they're probably investing millions upon millions of dollars into making this a good, balanced fighting game. And they're banking on the fact that it's a Pokemon title and that it's going to sell it, but it's not an RPG, it's a fighting game. So given that fighting games are only appealed by a niche genre, like I stated, which none are on the Wii U, this will probably do well in the Japanese arcades, but I'm not sure how it will do outside of Japan on the Wii U. That's just my thoughts on it. I can't see a bright future for this game on the Wii U. It just boggles my mind. You have such a great concept. Why don't you make a multi-plat, bring in a couple million, and be on your merry way? Maybe release a DLC here or there and get on with it. And I'd love to pick this up on PC, but, you know, Pokemon, Tekken isn't seen on PC that often, or in general. I'm not sure. I haven't checked Steam for any Tekken games. But Pokemon has not been on anything other than a Nintendo console. It's always been a Nintendo exclusive, ride or die. I don't know what Game Freak does. I don't know how Nintendo jacks them off, but hey, that's life. So I just don't think this is going to well, and it might end up really bad. The game might be phenomenal. It could be like fighting game of the year, but I highly doubt that, because not enough people will be like, hey, there's a great fighting game, you should pick it up. Well, I don't have a Wii U. Well, you should buy the Wii U for it. Okay, but what are you going to play on that? Zelda? Mario? What if you don't like any of those games? Nobody's going to drop $250 on a Wii U. I think that's how much it is for just one game, and especially if you're part of the fighting game community. You're just going to play Tekken on like your PS3 or PS4 or something like that, or your Xbox 360 or Xbox One. I cannot see true validation in why people want Pokken Wii U. It should be a multi-plat, but I don't know anything, and I don't know what Nintendo's banking on. They're probably looking to see, like, hey, is there a fighting game audience on the Wii U? And I really hope there's not, because Bayonetta 2 didn't do well. It's a fighting game. It might not have the strength of a Pokemon-titled game, but still, this is Pokemon and Tekken. So that's just something I'm worried about. So to kind of wrap this video up, Pokemon Ride or Die players might pick this up, but people part of the fighting game community or the FGC who own a Wii U probably will. For the general consumers, they might pick it up and be turned off, because, like I said, fighting games are not for everybody. Everybody doesn't like inputs, timing combos, learning when to put in ultimates, stuff like that. And ultimately, if this were released on PS4, Xbox One, PC, and is Fight Stick compatible, then we'd be talking. Like I said, this has a lot of potential. And maybe if it was in arcades outside of Japan, which I highly doubt they're going to ship it across the world because arcades really aren't mainstream unless you're in Japan, then I'm not sure how that would do because, like I said, you just don't see arcades like you used to. I wish I grew up in that era, but hey, I was born in '96. Anyways, that's about it. You should checking out. Be sure to follow me in all the links below and take it easy.